Let me tell you about the most common mistake I see artists make when they decide to learn Unreal Engine 5. They open YouTube. They find a beginner tutorial. They follow along, build the thing in the tutorial, feel good about it. They find another tutorial. Follow along, build that thing. Feel good about it. They do this for 6 weeks. And then they close the tutorials and try to build something from scratch, something that serves a real brief, a real client, a real purpose, and they freeze. Because following a tutorial and actually knowing how to use a tool are two completely different things. And no amount of tutorial completion prepares you for the moment when nobody is telling you what to click next. I've watched artists spend 6 months in tutorials and come out the other and still not confident enough to use UE5 professionally. And I've watched other artists get to production useful proficiency in roughly the same time, sometimes less, and start landing real work. The difference between those two groups is not talent. It's not even how many hours they put in. It's what they were trying to achieve at each stage of the learning. It's whether they had a clear picture of what good enough to use professionally actually means at each level for each type of work before they started. And it's whether they were building towards specific milestones or just consuming content and hoping competence arrived. So today, I'm going to give you the thing neither group had at the start. A clear, realistic, stage-by-stage picture of the UE5 learning journey. What each stage looks like, how long each stage realistically takes, what you can professionally do at each stage, and, most importantly, exactly what to do at each stage so you always know what your next move is. No guessing, no fog, just the map. Here's the promise I'm making you today. By the end of this video, you will know exactly where you are on a UE5 learning journey, exactly what stage comes next, exactly what to build to get there, and exactly what professional opportunities open up at each stage. This is not a tutorial. It's a roadmap. The kind of thing you come back to every few months to recalibrate where you are and remind yourself what the next target looks like. I'm going to break the journey into 4 stages. Each stage has a clear description of what it looks like, a realistic time estimate based on focused and consistent practice. Not marathon sessions, not casual dabbling, and a specific project you can build to confirm you've actually reached that stage rather than just watched enough videos to feel like you have. Because feeling like you know something and being able to do something are different. And the only way to know which one you're in is to build something that tests it. One thing to be upfront about: these timelines assume consistent, focused practice. Not 8 hours a day, but regular, deliberate sessions aimed at specific outcomes. If your practice is inconsistent or primarily passive, watching without doing, the timelines extend significantly. The clock I'm going to give you only runs when you're building. All right, stage 1. Before the stages, I want to address something that I think is the most common source of discouragement for artists learning UE5. The interface. The first time most artists open Unreal Engine 5, they feel a specific kind of overwhelm. The panels, the menus, the outliner, the content browser, the node graphs, the settings. It's a lot. It looks like a professional tool built for people who already know what they're doing. And the gap between "I've opened this" and "I know what I'm doing" can feel enormous. What most people don't realize, and what genuinely changes the experience when you understand it, is that you don't need to understand the whole interface to be productive. You need to understand a specific, small subset of it for the type of work you're doing. And that subset is much smaller than the full tool appears. The artists who freeze at the interface stage are the ones who try to understand everything before they do anything. The ones who make progress are the ones who understand enough to do the specific next thing and learn the rest as the project demands it. There's a specific practice, a specific way of approaching each learning session that makes the whole process feel manageable rather than overwhelming. And I'll give you that practice as we go through each stage, because the how of the practice matters as much as the what. But there's also something I want to flag about stage 3, the stage that most learning resources treat as the finish line, but is actually where the real professional work begins. Something that separates UE5 users who get hired from UE5 users who are stuck making personal projects. It's a specific capability that most tutorials never explicitly develop. I'll get there, but the foundation first. Stage 1, orientation. The first 8 weeks. What this stage looks like. You understand the fundamental UE5 interface. You can navigate the viewport confidently. You know how to import assets, place them in a scene, use the content browser, understand the basic level building workflow, and use Lumen for basic lighting. You can create a simple, complete environment from start to finish without following a tutorial step by step. That last part is the test. Not, I can follow a tutorial. Can you build something simple from scratch when nobody is guiding you? Realistic timeline. 6 to 8 weeks of consistent practice. 3 to 4 sessions per week. Each session between 60 and 90 minutes. This is not a full-time commitment. It's roughly the same as learning a new language at a beginner level. Regular, consistent, short sessions outperform occasional marathon sessions every time. What you can professionally do at this stage, almost nothing directly. And that's honest. Stage 1 is foundation. You're not ready for professional work yet, and pretending otherwise sets you up for failure and embarrassment. Stage 1 is building the mental model, the vocabulary, the confidence to navigate the tool without freezing. The practice approach for this stage, project-based from day one, not tutorial completion. Build something simple with each new thing you learn. You learn how to import assets, build a small scene with imported assets. You learn how to use Lumen, light that scene with Lumen. Don't watch 5 tutorials before building anything. Watch enough to understand one thing, then build with that one thing. Watch the next thing, build again. The specific project to confirm stage 1 completion. Build a simple interior room, a believable space. For walls, a floor, a ceiling, some furniture, lit with Lumen, rendered as a still image. Built entirely by you without tutorial guidance from scratch. If you can do this, you've completed stage 1. Stage 2, competence. Weeks 8 to 20. What this stage looks like, you can build complex, visually compelling environments. You understand Nanite and how it changes asset handling. You understand the difference between real-time lighting approaches and when to use each. You're comfortable with the material editor at a basic to intermediate level. You can bring assets from Blender or other modeling software into UE5 and have them look right. You understand level streaming concepts at a basic level, and you can produce output, rendered images and video that looks genuinely professional. This is the stage where UE5 starts looking like the demos, where the renders coming out of your computer start to make other people stop and look, where the technical gap between I'm learning this and I can make beautiful things with this closes. Realistic timeline, approximately 12 weeks beyond stage 1. So you're at week 20 overall from 0. Again, consistent practice, 3 to 4 sessions per week. This stage takes longer than stage 1 because the concepts are more complex and the mental model needs to go deeper. Don't rush this. Artists who rush through stage 2 produce work that looks impressive in screenshots but falls apart under professional scrutiny because the foundations have gaps. What you can professionally do at this stage, personal projects that serve as portfolio pieces, spec work that demonstrates capability. You can start showing work publicly and start getting genuine professional attention. You're not quite ready for production deadlines and client pressure, but you're ready to build the portfolio that makes those opportunities come. The practice approach for this stage, build portfolio pieces, not exercises. Every project at stage 2 should be something you genuinely put in a portfolio. Don't build things for practice that you'll throw away. Build things for practice that you'll keep. The discipline of treating every stage 2 project as a potential portfolio piece changes how you approach the work. More deliberately, more completely, with a higher standard of finish. The specific project to confirm stage 2 completion. Build a complete exterior environment. A believable outdoor space, architecture, landscape, atmospheric lighting, time of day. Multiple asset types. Complex Lumen lighting. Cinematic camera sequence rendered as a short video clip. If you show this to a working professional and they ask what project it was for, stage 2 is complete. Stage 3, production readiness. Weeks 20 to 36. This is the stage I mentioned earlier. The one that most learning resources treat as the finish line, but where the real professional work actually begins. What this stage looks like: you understand pipeline integration. You know how UE5 fits into a larger production workflow. You can work with game-ready assets correctly. LODs, collision, naming conventions, folder structures that a team can navigate. You understand performance optimization, why a scene runs slowly, how to fix it, what the balance is between visual quality and performance budget. You're comfortable with sequencer for cinematic output. You understand how to set up a project for different output contexts: game, film, ArchViz, broadcast. And you can take a brief and produce deliverables that meet professional technical standards. Not just look good, but actually function correctly in the pipeline they're meant for. This is the gap. This is what separates UE5 users who get hired from UE5 users who are stuck in personal projects. The ability to work within a pipeline, to understand the constraints, follow the conventions, and produce output that functions in a professional context rather than just looks impressive in isolation. Studios and clients don't just need work that looks beautiful. They need work that can be handed off, used downstream, modified by other artists, and delivered in formats that serve the specific output context. An environment that looks stunning but is technically non-functional for the pipeline it's meant for is not professional work. It's a beautiful problem. Realistic timeline: approximately 16 weeks beyond stage 2. So roughly week 36 from 0. This stage is the longest and the most uncomfortable because it requires you to engage with things that aren't immediately gratifying: performance budgets, folder conventions, technical requirements, rather than purely pursuing visual quality. But this is where professional competence actually lives. The practice approach for this stage: work as if you're part of a team. Set technical constraints for your projects before you start. A performance budget, a specific output format, a delivery specification, and hold yourself to them. Join UE5 forums and communities where production professionals discuss pipeline issues. Study how studios structure their projects. Volunteer for collaborative projects where other people are depending on your deliverable being technically correct. The specific project to confirm stage 3 completion. Take a full project from brief to delivery. Write yourself a brief, or better, find a real brief from a job listing or a friend with a need. Build the project to the brief's technical and visual specifications. Deliver it as if you were submitting to a client. If the output is not just visually strong but technically clean, properly organized, and genuinely usable, stage 3 is complete. You are production ready. Stage 4, specialization. Week 36 onwards. What the stage looks like: you're not just a UE5 artist. You're a UE5 specialist in a specific application. Virtual production, ArchViz, automotive, broadcast, enterprise simulation. You understand the specific technical and aesthetic requirements of your chosen application at a level that makes you the obvious choice for clients in that space rather than one of many capable artists. This stage doesn't have a completion point. It's the career stage. The point at which you stop learning UE5 and start being known for specific things you do with UE5 that serve specific clients at a level that justifies the rates we talked about in previous videos. Realistic timeline to begin generating significant income from UE5 specifically, roughly stage 3 completion. Approximately 9 months from 0 with consistent, focused practice. That's not the timeline to mastery. That's the timeline to production readiness, to being genuinely useful in a professional context, to being able to pursue the opportunities in virtual production, ArchViz, automotive, and broadcast that we've discussed throughout this series. 9 months. Consistent. Project-based. Milestone-driven. That's the honest number. Before we move on, 3 specific things that compress the timeline significantly. Not hacks. Genuine accelerators. First, work with real briefs from the start. Don't invent abstract exercises. Find real briefs, job listings, portfolio challenges, friend requests, community projects. Working against a real requirement from day 1 forces you to solve real problems rather than practicing in a vacuum. Second, get feedback from people further along than you. Not great work feedback. Specific technical and aesthetic feedback from artists who are doing what you're building toward. This compresses the development of your critical eye dramatically. A community, a mentor relationship, a forum with professional members. Find one and use it deliberately. Third, specialize earlier than feels comfortable. The temptation is to stay general until you feel ready to specialize. Do the opposite. Choose a target application, virtual production, ArchViz, automotive, as early as Stage 2. Let that target shape what you build. A Stage 2 portfolio of ArchViz environments is significantly more compelling to an ArchViz client than a Stage 2 portfolio of miscellaneous environments. Specialization compounds. Start early. Now, I want to address the question that I know is sitting in the back of a lot of your minds right now. This timeline assumes you're starting from reasonable 3D foundations, that you already have some experience with modeling, texturing, and lighting and other software. That the UE5 learning is adding a new tool to an existing skill base rather than building a skill base from scratch. But what if you're earlier than that? What if UE5 is your first serious 3D tool? What if you're genuinely at zero? No Blender, no Maya, no foundational 3D experience, and UE5 is where you want to start. That changes the timeline and it changes the sequence. And the question of whether starting with UE5 as your first 3D tool is even a smart approach. The answer is not as obvious as most people assume. There's a case for it, and there's a case against it. And which is right depends on something specific about your target career path. I want to address that directly in the next video. Because this start with UE5 or build foundations first question is one of the most practically important decisions you make at the very beginning of this journey. And getting it wrong costs you months. Getting it right accelerates everything. That's the next one. So, how long does it actually take to get good at Unreal Engine 5? Stage 1, orientation, 6 to 8 weeks. Project, build a simple interior from scratch without tutorial guidance. What you can do professionally, build the foundation. Stage 2, competence, 12 additional weeks. Week 20 total. Project, complete exterior environment with cinematic camera sequence. What you could do professionally, build portfolio pieces that get professional attention. Stage 3, production readiness, 16 additional weeks. Week 36 total. Project, full project from brief to delivery, technically clean and pipeline ready. What you can do professionally, pursue real opportunities in virtual production, ArchViz, automotive, broadcast. Stage 4, specialization, ongoing. Choose your application early. Let it shape everything you build from Stage 2 onwards. Total time to production readiness from 0, approximately 9 months of consistent, focused, project-based practice. That's the honest number, not the YouTube optimistic version, not the intimidating it takes years version. The actual number for consistent practice, milestone-driven, project-based. You now have the map. The only thing left is to start walking. Subscribe if this kind of clear, practical, no-fog career content is what you come here for. Hit the bell for the next video because this start with UE5 or Foundations first decision is one you want to make correctly at the beginning rather than correct in 6 months. And drop a comment. Which stage are you at right now? 0, somewhere in Stage 1, further along? Tell me specifically where you are. I'm reading every single one. I'll see you in the next one.